Under Bidenomics, we're going to make sure America's future is made in America. For the first time in a long time, we're investing in America. And we're investing in American people. We're investing in our future. I can honestly say I've never been more optimistic about America's future.
That was the president today doing what he spent the better part of his presidency trying to do, which is convince Americans that Bidenomics is working.
The Financial Times and the Wall Street Journal, I don't think they meant it as a compliment originally, started referring to my economic policy as Bidenomics. Well, guess what? It's working.
Working. My ass. Working to destroy the American dream. It's now 52% more expensive to buy a home than to rent.
And it's not just homes. Auto loan delinquencies, they're surging, with repossession estimates to climb to 1.5 million vehicles this year alone.
Making matters worse, the budget deficit for the fiscal year that just ended, $1.7 trillion, soaring, the largest ever outside of the COVID era.
Let's unpack this with former Assistant Treasury Secretary for Public Affairs and host of the great Monica Crowley Podcast, Monica Crowley herself. Good to see you, Monica. So, Monica, if I'm Joe Biden and I'm the president, I would recognize that this policy on the economy is a disaster. And I wouldn't try to claim credit for it. I would try to blame Trump. I might blame wars. I might blame COVID. But I would never take credit for it. Does the White House know something that we don't know about this election and taking responsibility for this failed economy?
Well, it's great to be with you guys. Thank you for having me. Look, they cannot run on anything else. What are they going to run on? The world is aflame. The border is wide open. That is absolutely catastrophic in every direction. Our cities are in collapse. Law and order is in collapse. And certainly Bidenomics has delivered an economic disaster for every single American, except for maybe those in government who are prospering with all of this inflation and all of this government spending. So they literally have nothing else to run on except this idea of Bidenomics. The problem for them is there's a difference between spin and lying. And what they are telling the American people about the economy under Biden is just a straight up lie. And the American people know it because they're living this horrendous economy on the ground every single day. Relentless inflation, sky high gas prices, and record consumer debt. There's no way for them to get around this because it was all caused by them. So it has huge economic consequences, and next year it's going to have huge political ones as well.
But when someone tells you you have it good and you are struggling and you are suffering financially, I said, inflation, the rate has eased, prices don't come down, and yields, 10-year yield, long-term interest rates on the 10-year topped 5% today for the first time in 16 years. That means your average mortgage, 30-year, is going to be 8% shortly. That makes buying a home impossible for most Americans, Monica. And so when these people in the White House tell you you have it good and you don't, they are spitting in your face.
Yeah, exactly right. And they don't care. I mean, they know that they have the protection of the press. So anything that they say, as patently false as it is, particularly on the economy, but also on other things, they know that the press has their back and will carry their water and their spin for them. But you're asking the American people to deny their own personal financial situation, their own economic reality, the fact that they can't afford a home, the fact that the American dream is getting more and more out of reach for them, the fact that they are falling behind on their car payments, right? I mean, they know what this is. And I'll tell you something else, guys. You used to have to reach back 40 years to the Reagan era to recall a really booming, thriving economy. Well, now the American people don't have to do that. They only have to go back about 3 or 4 years pre-COVID to the Trump years. And it is now in bold relief the kind of booming economy that Donald Trump delivered for every demographic across this country versus what they have now under Joe Biden. And this kind of economic pain, it is a fresh memory for them. They don't like it. And this is what I mean about the political fallout for Biden and the Democrats come next year.
Listen, if they're not afraid to lie, they can run on Bidenomics. They can run on world peace and secure borders as well. Maybe that's a foreshadowing of Joe Biden's campaign mantra coming into next year. Who knows? Monica Crowley, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.